Hi everyone, it's Tim Knight, slopeofhope.com, and what a day, huh? Interesting. So thanks to YouTube's 10-minute limit, I'm going to kind of zip through this, and last time I made it with like 1 second to spare, so just a bunch of things to say and try to get through them all. First off, here is IWM, which back in 2008, Russell 2000 was kind of like what I was all about. That's what I followed. And I hardly even looked at stuff like S&P 500 and so forth. Kind of a quirk of mine. And I've sort of returned to my old ways here because I really like this index. And back way many months ago when it was probably like down here, I distinctly remember saying that, if the Russell gets back up to this level being this big neckline here, which in this case is 62.5, it'll be the shorting opportunity of a lifetime. And I remember saying at the time, if it gets to this level, which I really doubt, and I don't know how it'll get there, so I was very, very dubious. Well, dubious or not, it's here. And so it's kind of a good news, bad news. The bad news is that I never dreamed it would get this high, and as I've said about 8,000 times, pretty much missed the rally except for my 401k investing. But the good news is that this nightmare has really become a dream come true, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm very excited about it. And today kind of puts in miniature, here's just one day, what I'm talking about. Because the market can sort of amble along and struggle and so forth, but what it takes to pull the rug out from under it, because we were all frantically running around wondering what just happened. I mean, one guy can say something about one stock and throw a keg of dynamite under the market with just that. So this is a very frail, fragile bull market. And I think that when the real bad news starts coming, then it's going to be a bear fest. Now, I want to say a couple of things about others with opinions contrary to my own. And I want to make a distinction between difference of opinion and derision. There are plenty of people, probably just about everyone on Earth, who disagrees with my point of view, and that's okay. Everybody's got different opinions. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong, vice versa. Gary Savage is a blogger who is a very big precious metals bull. He and I are often at odds with one another. He and I often disagree, but we're on good terms, and we always have been. And why is that? Because we speak to each other respectfully. We're open with our opinions, and even when we disagree in public, it's always done with respect. And so Gary's one of the very few sites I have on my site as a favorite. I'm sure I've sent a lot of traffic his way. Now, so that's difference of opinion, and I welcome that. That's what a free society is all about. This kind of thing, on the other hand, is more derision, and there's plenty of derision out there, like those jackoffs that where have made a complete career out of slamming me, and but this particular fellow, this is not that site. This is a Michael. I won't use the full name. We'll just call him Michael Hunt. Mr. Hunt makes posts like this, sort of just holding me up as a person against whom everyone should trade in order to profit. Here we see that Michael Hunt has noted Tim Knight has a seven-figure position shorting the IWM, and you know what that means. Wink! Which I suppose means that the market will explode higher tomorrow. And down here we say, I know Tim Knight will be covering his shorts in the morning, either post some YouTube video or make an excuse that he covered for a profit. So the insinuation here is that I'm a coward and a liar. I'm a coward because if I'm embarrassed at a trade, I'll put up some silly YouTube video to try to sway people's attention away from my failure. Or I'm a liar because I'll say that I covered for a profit. So, I would also note that the same guy earlier, he's kind of obsessed with me, it's weird, put up this thing saying that he was going to put up a fake trade. It's not even real money, but he put up a fake trade Since I said the ultra short on the semiconductors was so appealing, he made a pretend trade on the ultra semi index. That trade, by the way, even though it's just a couple hours old, he's down over 2% on that. But for some mysterious reason, he's decided that precisely 1 week to the minute is how long you hold on to a trade, and he's going to see how that goes. So good luck with that. In any case, here, yuck, let me get this guy's words off my screen. To respond about the whole coward/liar thing, I make money, I lose money. This has been a rough year for me, certainly. I have the vast majority of my obscene profits from last year nicely intact. Thanks for asking. This morning, I was looking at a screen where I was down like $40,000. And you know what? I don't even flinch because my stops do the work for me. And by the time all the dust settled, I was up $40,000. And I don't get excited about that either. I am a trader, and I'm a rational, detached, cool-headed individual. I use logic and rationality and order as my allies, and so this sort of nonsense is simply inaccurate. As cool and detached as unemotional I am, what I will say is this, and I'll put the jock straps over at the site that I shall not mention, as well as Mr. quote Hunt and anybody else on notice, that since I manage money professionally now, if any potential client of mine decides not to do business with me because of something he or she has read that you wrote, or if a client of mine decides to leave me because of something you wrote, I will come after you. So you are on notice that all the childish antics and fraternity boy stuff gets very serious if it actually affects my business. So you'll hear from me if it happens, just so as you know. Okay, thanks. Now, how are we doing time-wise? 7:15. Better step it up here a bit. Where do we go from here? Well, I'm going to get to be a very boring, even more boring blogger than I have been in the past if things start to go my way. Because as I've said, my hope and desire and fervent wish is for this market to just kind of grind its way lower. I will just kind of very boringly in the background adjust my stops as it does that. I'm thrilled that some other slopers have joined in making contributions, because I'm going to kind of run out of things to say if things do that. I'll just sort of be in the background doing my thing. Maybe I'll bring you up to date on my chickens or something like that. So not looking for a crash, looking for a slow, quiet change, which measured in years will have huge effects on our nation and our world. But it's not going to be done with fireworks anytime soon. So at the moment, I'll sort of sneak my profit charts over here. So you can see I've got my watch list all lined up, and I've got a number of long positions. 70% of the reason being just because, I bearish as I am, I get a little uncomfortable being 100.0% short. So I like to have a few longs going, and I've got a handful of them here. But the vast majority of what I've got is shorts, and I've got here in my bear pin 88 dudes hanging in the background waiting to be deployed. So a day like this is great, but I'm a cautious chap, and since the money I manage largely belongs to other people, I take it gravely seriously, and so I'm not going all in with guns a-blazing. I'm just sort of in trenches deploying these positions. But in spite of mornings like this morning, where I was down hard, I look at the market with calmness, and what happened later today was great, but I'm not counting on it to be a daily thing. And finally, if the market does spike higher tomorrow, so be it. My stops are in place, and on those I will rely. That's it. Adios. Good luck.